playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Game to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson.
Chris Carson, the ball kick.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
They're on 29-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Take over
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Remember, he scored already in this first quarter, and he's really trying to get off to a hot start. But on that last play, the defense had a little cool breeze back his way and said, not that time.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
To Rashad Penny.
Rashad Penny there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And his kick is right through.
The score, Seahawks 14. Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 63 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score, Seahawks 14. Buccaneers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The extra receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd and 1, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This time, Wilson will throw. eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The tackle
gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ozzy, 56. Mike's 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, 56.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Brady, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Wilson's pass.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Penny. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get the first. The decision winds up being a good one.
1st down, Seattle.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Down at the 10-yard line. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
44 check, check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The score is Seahawks.
That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this one complete to Smith. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 23-yard line.
Still alive. I'm feeling like well. I feel like ready. Big stop. Let's go. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Brady now on first down. And he'll find Hall. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Rashad Penny, the Seahawks.
2nd and 7.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He gives it off to Carson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Muscling free near the 40. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The Seahawks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 30 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 40.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
46-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall.
Brady's pass.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, goal 66. 72.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski.
Buccaneers.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Man, that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
34-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 44's the mark. 44's the mark. Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They run again with Carson. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. That's going to be a 6-yard gain and leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was defended.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. 26 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st down, Brady. He completes it to Jones. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. From the gun, a give to Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 5 yards remain on second down. Again, it's Penny. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
He was brought down.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
8 yards to go on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play.
On third down, Carson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes.